What is up, Vloggy Vlog?
And welcome back to our channel.
So most of you guys know, and to all of you that are new here, we are expecting a baby boy coming in September.
In the beginning of September, so it's only about 7 weeks left.
We are so excited and absolutely cannot wait. The anticipation, anxiety is definitely here and we're counting down days. But today we wanted to share with you baby names that we love but decided not to use, or so we think.
And actually, for as long as I've known Marta, she's always kept a list of boy and girl names that she likes. You definitely had the name we were picking on your list, but I don't think we were ever really considering it until kind of recently. And there's a lot of names on the list that we thought we loved, but as soon as we knew you were pregnant, we just threw away immediately. The only name we could actually agree on was the girls' names, and I think there's one that we both love, but I think if in the future we end up having a girl, we'll probably not even like it at the time either.
I think it's the most surprising thing is that, like what Randy said, the names you thought were 100% so cool and great the second you become pregnant. What we started to do is just to use that name towards the belly a lot and see how it works. So Randy would direct the sentences and words to the belly with the name of the baby and see if we like it or not. And a lot of them turned out not to be that great as we thought. But I think the final decision will be there once we see the baby and see what name fits him. To be completely honest, I wish that the naming process was done a little bit later in baby's life, because I think it gives you a little bit more opportunity to meet him and see what kind of personality.
And that's kind of why we're not going to really share it until after the babies come out, because I feel like once he pops out, you might be like, oh, he doesn't look like this. He looks like he's actually like this. So I don't know. Maybe we're not going to rush into naming him. You don't have to actually name them the day he pops out. You can wait a little while if you want to.
It just would suck to leave him nameless.
Yeah, but I think once we see him, we're going to know for sure that's what we want.
Yeah, we're gonna start with actually girl names, because we both were 100,000% convinced that we are having a baby girl. We both had this feeling that this is going to be a girl, and I thought that the baby girl names were easier, but now looking in a perspective, I think boy names are much easier than the girl names.
Okay, but I also don't want to tell them the girl name that we like just in case we use it in the future, so leave that one out.
Stingy.
Yeah.
All right, so this list, like Randy said, I've been collecting those names for years, probably 8 or 9 years of our relationship. So some of them are very outdated and out there. Obviously, we changed as people, so the names we like also have changed, but we're just gonna quickly run through them. Zuri.
The reason that we like the name Zuri is because it was this incredible hotel in Zanzibar, and we definitely had some incredible memories there, so I thought Zuri was a really cool name.
I still really like it.
I don't think I could ever use it though.
Tali, the full name would be quite ridiculous. I can't even.
Oh yeah, Tallulah. Kind of it reminds me of Tulsa, Tulsa, Oklahoma. I don't think it's it.
Those are very old names. We were in Tanzania probably around 6 or 7 years ago. So those are very old names. Harper.
Yeah, not a fan of Harper.
Not anymore.
No, I don't think I ever was. I think that was just you.
Sierra or Kiara.
Yeah, I like Sierra, not with an S, but with a C. Or Kiara.
I have Kiara here. Sierra, Kiara, Kiara are the 3 names I have here, but I think they're a little bit harsh sounding, so I don't think we would end up using it.
Yeah.
Jean.
That's my mom's middle name, so we could do it, but I think Jean is better as a middle name than it is as a first name.
True. Rue. I really love that name.
I think she got into Rue after some TV show that came out.
Oh, no. That was way
That was after?
that.
Yeah. Okay, well, Rue's a cool name. I don't know. That show, though, ruined the name for me because she was a little drug addict or something. And I don't know.
You could never.
Yeah.
There's this funny meme that goes...
You don't ever realize how many people you hate until you have to name your child.
Until you have to name your child. Yeah, so that's very, very true. Another one was Demi.
Oh yeah, I'm not a fan of Demi.
I love it.
It's too linked to Demi Lovato.
I love Genevieve.
Genevieve's a cool name.
But we
Jen.
have a friend that's...
She would probably love it if we named our kid after her.
I really love that name. I love Jade.
Jade is
But I think
okay.
you didn't like it.
Yeah.
Skye.
I like the name Skye. I just think it's a little bit too basic.
Izzy.
Is it short for Isabel? Because I really like Isabel, but I don't like Izzy.
Shaye and Shiloh. We came up with it and we thought that that's like the greatest thing. I know at the time when we were like brainstorming names just for no reason and we came up with Shaye and Shiloh, we're like, oh my god, we're geniuses.
But that's the problem, is I don't really like Shaye or Shiloh by themselves, but I like
But
them
if you had
together.
siblings or like twins and they were Shaye and Shiloh.
But then like what happens if you don't have a girl ever?
But I feel like they can go like boy and girl, right?
Yeah.
Shaye and Shiloh. Like Shiloh could be a boy or a girl.
No.
And no?
Shiloh?
Yeah. No?
I don't know. Maybe they think something different, but I don't know of any girl named Shiloh.
2025.
Yeah.
So
You can do whatever you
you
want.
can do whatever you want. Penelope, I really like. I think it's like a classic.
I hated that name when you first suggested it years ago, but honestly, it's kind of grown on me.
Faye. I love name Faye, but we did have a neighbor that was an older lady, and now I can't like associate Faye with like younger person.
Yeah.
So, that one I don't even know when I put it in. Shaye.
Shaylee? I
Shaylee.
don't even think that's a name.
Remy.
Remy's cool, but Remy could be girl or boy.
boy.
Kind of like it better as a boy's name though.
Yeah. And Paige, I don't even like that name, so I don't know why it's here. And those are pretty much the girls' names, but we obviously have not done much of a research in the girl name category in the past, 8 months or so. So I think if we're actually dedicated to searching for girls' names, there would be completely different. That list is very old and we haven't done any update on it in the past.
So let's
couple
get
of years.
into the meat and potatoes of the boys' names.
The meat and potatoes, because those are actually more frequent and we actually went through that list multiple times, and in the past months it has been our topic of discussion almost every single day. Hudson.
Hudson's one of my favorite, and I'm still not even sure that we're not going to use it.
I really like it too.
It's a really cool name, but I don't like it. It doesn't have a shortened version.
Huddy.
So we're looking for a name that has both a long and a short version. Something you can like yell at him when you're mad. or
if he has like a serious job.
Yeah, like a professional name and then like a cute version. And like Huddy, no, I don't like it.
But Hudson, I think people don't think about it, especially nowadays with a lot of celebrities or influencers, not throwing any shade, but I think people don't think that their kids grow up one day. And I think they name them because it's cutesy when they're little, and there's so many really cool names that are cool for a little boy or a little girl. But then once they grow up and maybe they don't pursue a career as an artist or singer, or like a model to have a cool name, but they decide to be a doctor, a lawyer, and end up having, name like Butter, for example. It's just obviously to each their own. It's fun in a way. Obviously, you can do whatever you want. Those are your kids, and that's the beauty of it. But I just think we really tried to think about the names that are also going to be able to be used in a professional setting, and not only because we like it at the moment and it's cute.
And not that we want our kids to be like a lawyer or a doctor.
No. Whatever they decide to do. I just don't want to limit them and then, be like, oh, parents gave me that name and now I have to be a skateboarder, which is cool. Like if he wants to be a skateboarder, like go for it. Whatever you want to do,
With the name Butter. You could be a snowboarder with the name Butter. That would make sense.
Yeah. Okay, that one I can't even read, but I loved that name for a very long time because I thought it's so bougie and classy.
What? You just loved it because of Twilight?
Probably also. Carlisle?
Carlisle. So this is the thing. Carlisle is a sick name, but Carl is not. And people would call him Carl, and I would never be okay with that.
Yeah, it's a very cool name.
Sorry,
Nico?
anybody named Carl. Nico? Nico's cool. I like Nico.
Nico is very cool, but we also have a friend who is a boyfriend of Genevieve, and his name is Nick.
Yeah.
So I think it's just too.
I mean, that
close.
could be funny if we name our kids Genevieve and Nico.
Indy.
Yeah, you've always liked Indy.
But that's one of those names that it's like, imagine like a doctor, a surgeon with
Yeah.
a name Indy. That's kind of funny.
Would it be like Indiana, or would
No,
it just be Indy?
Indy. That's the point. There is no like serious version. Chase, but I feel like it's very basic, and I think
Yeah.
it's very commonly like a dog name that
Yeah,
people
for
use.
sure.
So
I don't know if this one's on your list. No, I don't think so. But our last dog who passed recently was Leon. And I loved the name Leon for a human. I didn't name our dog Leon. We adopted him when he was like 1, so he already was used to having that name.
and that's a really cool name.
And that really ruined it for us.
We also had a cat named Ziggy, and I love that name too. And Randy came up with that name because of a beach club in Mexico.
Tulum. Yeah, they had the best tuna nachos I've ever had. It was Ziggy's Beach Club. So I named our cat Ziggy, and I think it had something to do with because I was feeding him tuna and he loved it.
But both Ziggy and Leon are such cool names, but unfortunately we can't use it because we still miss them every day. And
Would that be weird?
Hard.
Yeah, that would be weird.
I think it would be weird.
Yeah.
Travis.
Travis is cool. Too linked to like Travis Scott now, and
All the
I don't know.
Travises, yeah.
Or Travis Pastrana. He's pretty cool.
Theo. I think it's a very cool name, but it's so overused. Even when I was doing like a poll for you guys to give me ideas for the names, Theo was probably there 150 times.
It's because Theo
So-
Vaughn is too famous now.
There's just a lot of Theos. Tucker,
Tucker's cool.
but also there's no like serious version
Tuck.
of it.
Oh, no,
Tuck.
serious.
Yeah. I love Archer, but I also think it's overused, but it's a very cool name.
And I would never do like Archibald for a long version.
No.
That's what I think is then Archie.
Or you can do Archer.
Archer's cool.
Yeah.
Like Sterling Archer.
Yeah. Carter.
Carter's cool. I like Carter.
I like Carter too.
Yeah.
Cameron.
Cameron was probably my number 1 because I like the name Cameron, short version Cam. Except Marta has an accent that she can't change, so when she says Cam, it sounds like cum.
It can come out in different ways depending how fast I'm talking. So this just would be like living on the edge a little too much.
Yeah.
So we decided to skip that name, but I do truly love that name, and we've had that name on our list for a very
But I feel
long
like
time.
if you spend a couple more years in the States, your accent's gonna fade even more, and then we
It's
might
been
be able
10
to.
years.
Yeah. Trying to be hopeful.
Tommy. I love Tommy.
Yeah, I like Tommy a lot.
Thomas, Tommy.
And
I
not
love
just
it.
because Peaky Blinders is my favorite show, but Tommy's a cool name.
It's a very cool name. Tatum. You
No.
didn't like that name. You also didn't like Jagger.
Yeah, Jagger's not a name that could ever be used in like a professional setting.
And Aussie.
And yeah, again, Ozzy Osbourne is the only famous Aussie. I don't know.
One of my favorite names actually that we should have started with was Banks.
Oh yeah.
And we both love that name. But again, there is not like a more serious, sophisticated version for Banks.
And I feel like I have to like move to Hawaii or like the Gold Coast and have him grow up there. And
the same
that
with
name would be
Cruz.
fitting. Cruz,
I love
Banks.
Cruz
Yeah.
too. Really cool names. Zayn.
Yeah, no, I don't like Zayn. The only Zayn I know is a drug dealer.
I'm not doing it. River.
River, I feel like was really cool a couple years ago, and now it's overdone.
Really?
Yeah, I've seen so many rivers now.
I don't know any rivers.
Yeah.
Art.
No.
When Randy saw that
So-
name, he was like,
no.
what?
No offense, anybody named Art, but
I have Art tattoo on me.
yeah,
Jasper.
not a fan.
You loved that name.
No, I don't like Jasper.
You liked it.
Well, I don't anymore.
See? Things change. Pearson.
Could
I
be a
like
girl or a
Pearson.
boy.
Like
I don't
Pierce.
really like it that much. No.
Pearson. Spencer.
Spencer's cool. And then I found out my neighbor's name is Spencer, so that'd be weird.
But it's a cool name. Spencer, Spence. Now this name I love so much, but the more serious version is so ridiculous
Yeah.
that I probably couldn't do it, but I love name Wells.
Wells is really cool. Wellington, not that cool.
It's like you're trying too hard, I think.
Sir Wellington. No.
We would have to move to London, you know, and
Yeah.
be some rich duke
Change my
or-
last name too.
to whatever the royal family's last names. They don't
Yeah.
have last names, but we would have to join the royal family, so if they adopted
Doesn't sound that
us.
bad.
Could be. Blake.
Blake's cool.
Blake is really cool, but I think it's just Blake. Like
Yeah.
what would be Blakey? And it's also like a girl and a boy version, and with this whole Blake Lively drama recently,
yeah.
kind of like a bad taste in our mouths a little bit. Benjamin, Benji.
Benji. I like
I
that
think
one
there's
too.
so many cool like options you can do. Benji.
Yeah.
That's it. Jax or Jackson. We liked it.
I think that was still pretty high. I really like Jackson. I like Jax. I really like the show Sons of Anarchy. And the lead, you've never seen that one?
No.
Yeah, lead person.
I think it's pretty basic.
Yeah, it's kind of basic,
Yeah.
but I like it. So that's that. Those are our favorite names that we will not be using, probably.
Probably.
We might write last minute, call an audible and switch it out, but
I'm not going to lie that in the past couple of days, now that we're feeling the time is approaching, I've been still Googling and searching for names. So even though we probably are set on the name, I'm still realizing that I have 7 more weeks to make the final decision, and I want it to be a good one.
yeah, but I feel like I decided that the name we're gonna use is the name we picked like months ago. So now I've been calling him by that name every single day.
Every
for months.
day.
Even like we were in New Zealand for the last couple weeks, and I wasn't gonna tell everybody what we were naming the baby, but I couldn't stop saying the name because that's what his name is in my head. So I just kept like slipping it by accident.
Yeah. So we think we know 100%, but you guys are gonna know when we know 100%.
But definitely still let us know if you have any other suggestions on names that are cool that we didn't include, because I would love to hear any of your other options.
And right now, our lives have slowed down.
Yep, me too.
And right now, our lives slowed down significantly. I no longer can travel, so the next couple of weeks is going to be a lot of nesting, preparing for baby, daily vlogs. So if you want to stay in touch and keep up with us, please like, subscribe, and comment. And we love you all.
And we'll see you in the next one. No.
Just one time.